Hi everyone, this is Marty Urbanowitz with Rock Martin Private Wealth Management. In today's video, I will be discussing, is it worthwhile to try to find as many deductions as possible to try to itemize on your tax return? Well, if you take a look from the 1 year's perspective, then yes, because you will reduce your taxable income, which will give you a higher refund. But if you take a 2-year approach, then not always. But I will explain it shortly, and let's quickly look at what the standard deductions are for 2022. For 2022, if you're married filing jointly, your standard deduction is $25,900. If you're single, that's $12,950, and if you're head of household, it's $19,400. So what does that mean? Well, if I itemize, that means I have more deductions than this standard deduction that was provided by the IRS, which will, in that year, increase my refund. But something else happens when I itemize. What happens is, since I itemize, now whatever my state refund is, I will have to include that in my taxable income next year. If I take the standard deduction, I do not have to include my state refund in my taxes next year. So let me just give you a quick example. Let's just say I itemized by $500, and I am in the 22% tax bracket. So you take that $500, multiply it by 22%, and that's a savings, or I will get a refund of $110 more than I would have. So you could just say I saved $110 by finding those extra deductions. But because I itemized, now I have to take my $3,000 refund, include it in my taxes next year. Let's just say I'm in a 22% tax bracket again. So next year, 22% of $3,000 is $660. So now the first year I saved $110. The next year I paid $660 more. Overall, over the 2 years, I lost $550 by trying to find as many deductions as possible to try to itemize. So as you see, that it's not always favorable to try to find as many deductions as possible to try to itemize, and standard deduction may be the way to go. But I hope you found this beneficial. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.